Good morning friends. In this video lecture series we are going to discuss about case study on lathe and its parts. Okay. There are about lathe is the father of the machine. It is also known as the father of the machine. As it is named as the father of the machine, the major functions or major machining process of all the manufacturing process takes place in the lathe machine. Bed. This portion is the bed. Above the bed, all other parts of the lathe machines has been mounted. First part is the headstock. The other name of headstock is also known as the leɪð center. Why it is known as the leɪð center? Because the workpiece fitted in the leɪð center rotates. The other name of tailstock is known as the dead center. Okay. Why it is known as the dead center? Because it only supports the workpiece, it does not rotate along with the workpiece. So it is known as the dead center. This is the leɪð center. Okay. How the power transmission takes place? There is a motor in the lathe machine. From the motor, it is connected with the belt drive or else with the gear. From the gear, it is connected with the spindle, and the spindle which is connected with the chuck. When the motor is on, the belt drive rotates, and then the spindle rotates, and then the chuck rotates. So the workpiece which is fitted in the chuck also rotates, and with the help of the tool holder, with the help of friction process, the material removal process takes place. Okay. What is the portion? Portion of the headstock. Okay. This portion is headstock. Okay. And this portion is known as the carriage. Okay. Above the base material, it is made up of the material cast iron. Why it is made up of the cast iron? During the machining process, vibration takes place. Okay. This vibration gets transmitted into the ground level with the help of the cast iron. It is one of the major functions of the cast iron. Okay. This portion, the workpiece which is fitted into the component, this portion is known as the chuck. This chuck is known as the three-jaw chuck. Okay. Why it is named as the three-jaw chuck? Because it has the three-jaw, and there are about other different types of workpiece holding component. Some of them are four-jaw chuck. The major difference between three-jaw and four-jaw chuck is while we remove the with the help of the key, the jaw expands and contracts uniformly in the case of three-jaw chuck. Whereas in the case of four-jaw chuck, the individual jaws expand individually. Okay. The major importance of four-jaw chuck is we can mount different dimensions in the four-jaw chuck, whereas in the case of three-jaw chuck, we can only mount circular parts. We can only machine or we can fit only the circular part within the three-jaw chuck. This portion is known as the carriage. It is fitted up into four components. This box is the apron box. Above that it is known as the saddle. This portion is known as the cross slide, and this portion is the tool post. Components, and then the tool post. The tool which is fitted here is which is used for the machining process. Okay. Above the bed, there are about two major portions. One is the flat portion. This portion is known as the guideways. This helps to guide the carriage to move along the leftwards and rightwards direction. While we rotate the wheel, the carriage moves either rightward direction or in the rightward direction. While we rotate the cross slide moves in 2 and 4 motion in the perpendicular direction to that of the lathe. What is the other name of headstock? It is known as leɪð center. The other name of tailstock is known as the dead center. This portion is known as the guideways, as it guides the carriage along the direction during the machining process. There are about two types of guideways. One is the inverted V-type guideways, and another one is the flat surface guideways. And then there are about two lead screw, two portions. Which this portion is known as the lead screw rod, and this is the one as the feed rod. During the threading process, it is mounted to the lead screw rod, and the machining process takes place. Next, we are going to discuss about the lathe operation. This is the workpiece material. The material is used here is the mild steel, and this is the tool. The material here is the, what is the name of the tool material? Can anyone name the tool material? Cutting tool materials. This is the high-speed steel. Okay. This material is the mild steel. There are about different types of operations which can be performed in the lathe machine. Some of them are facing, turning, and then knurling, taper turning, etc. Turning means reduction of the diameter of the workpiece material. Whereas in the case of phasing, it is the process of reducing the length of the workpiece. Okay. The taper turning process is differentiated into, or there are about two types of turning process. One is the step turning process and another one is the taper turning process. Okay. In the taper turning process, in order to find the theta, there is a formula. That means D1. D1 means larger diameter of the taper turning, and the D minus D2. D2 means smaller diameter of the taper turning divided by 2L. L means length of the taper turning. Okay. And then this portion is known as this knurling process. Okay. This knurling process, which is used to grip the workpiece or workpiece material. And then we can also make drilling with the help of the tail star. Okay. By introducing the drill bit in it, and then by rotating it, the working process takes place, drilling process takes place, and also we can run boring process, etc. And then we can also perform grooving. Grooving means reduction of the diameter of the workpiece material up to certain distance. Okay. This is an example of the knurling process. And also we can make the threading. This is an example of the tool material. In this is the tool, and we can fit the insert in the tool, and then we can machine the workpiece material. Thank you.